Well, welcome into the SWU Sports Network on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network. You are watching Southern Wesleyan University Volleyball. SWU comes in tonight at home here in historic Tysinger, taking on the Emmanuel College Lions as the starting lineups are being read. SWU comes in with an overall record of 3-14, conference record of 1-7. Emmanuel will be a stout opponent tonight, as theirs is almost the opposite of that at 8-1 in the conference with some heavy hitters. So it's going to be a good test tonight for the Warriors to see how they hold up against this team. And we've seen some good battles here in SWU Volleyball this season, and it's been pretty cool. We take it to the national anthem and prayer now. So they are ready to get started, opening up with good sportsmanship handshakes. We will have a few people to keep our eye on tonight. First of all, of course, for SWU, we'll be watching Amber Bass, who's had a fantastic season so far. Lots of kills. For the Emmanuel Lions, likewise, they have had some really successful players that are coming in tonight, all the way across the board. Layla Bland has just had a phenomenal season. Emily Hansen, Taylor Roberts, and Elena Emminger, just to name a few. So Jocelyn Martin as well. So they've got quite a few with multiple kills on their team. That will be a challenge for the SWU defenders, but I think they're up to it. It is fall break weekend, so Tysinger tonight is not at full student section capacity as it's been the last couple of home games, and that's been a really good advantage for the Warriors. But I bet it'll still be loud tonight with those that are here. Amber Bass out on the court for SWU. Riley Young, Emily Ellis, Gabrielle Eswick, and Abigail Ganillo also out on the court for SWU. And here's the first serve of the match. Almost went out. Low ceiling, an advantage for SWU, disadvantage for others, but in this case, Tysinger got the better as the Warriors not able to collect the point off the serve. It'll go over to Emmanuel, And Asia Queen will set up for service for Emmanuel. Deep serve. Volleyed around. Ganillo. Sexton with the setup. Ganillo again from the other side. And they're going to stop play and say that it was out. So point to Emmanuel. 2-0 now. Queen on the serve. Freshman out of Stockbridge, Georgia. Serve midcourt. Set up to Bass. Has to get it over. And just a little too deep. As head coach Anna Hines is trying to get him to calm down right here in the first 3 points. Don't want to give a big lead to Emmanuel. There's Ganillo with the high spike. And an even harder one coming down from Eminger. Off the top of the net, and right off the bat, SWU's going to have to take a quick timeout to reset at 4-0. Hines will have to reset her squad. Head coach for Emmanuel is James Friddle. As I said before when we first started, Emmanuel coming in 8-1 in the conference, 14-7 overall. So a pretty strong squad for the 2022 season. The Warriors this season have had some very close matches and beat some really good teams as well. And some of their closest matches have been here at historic Tysinger on the campus of Southern Wesleyan University. Christina Pino out on the court in the libero jersey. Queen so far good for 4 points for Emmanuel and will continue service as the defense readies himself for her serve. So 4-0, game one, here we go. Pino with the dig. Pino again. Sexton sets it up. There's Ellis. Hard hit, and that is in for a good point. Much needed at this point, 4-1. Carter Duggins will come in place of Ganillo. Duggins to serve. Duggins, a freshman out of Asheboro, North Carolina. Done really well this season. Pino jumps in for the dig, across, and a hard spike from member Bass. Eminger gets that one on deep court, 5-1. That point will go to Emmanuel. And the serve will come from McGlamory. Sexton with the save, Duggins, and Pino with the hit over the net. Here's the setup, and just a little bit of a lob, and it is in. Smart move out of Taylor Roberts, the senior from Rome, Georgia. Excuse me, that was Gabriella Reagan, also a senior out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Great move. 6-1 the score. Ellswick gets it over, and a point to the Warriors as Riley Young will come in place of Ellswick. 6-2 the score. Pino up to serve for the Warriors. Serve deep. Eminger. And Bass, good block from Emmanuel. Eminger again, that time hit deep and all the way over to Coach Anna Hines with the reception. 6-3. We got a 3-point ball game now as the Warriors clawing back in really quickly here. Getting a rally going. Here's Pino on the serve. Deep and off the ceiling from Eminger, and a quick dive and a great play from McGlamory, who's able to get it over the net. And Eminger finishes the play 7-3. Emmanuel up as a couple of new Lions will check in. Jocelyn Martin and Caitlin Henderson will come in, and Henderson will be the server. Emily Ellis. Good block from Young and Bass. And a deep hit, and the Warriors collect the point, 7-4. Solid wall built right there from Young and Bass on the block. Back to a 3-point game as Callie Letcher will come in to serve for the Warriors. Letcher, one of the most accomplished servers on the team. But that hit just a little too much for Duggins to take. I think that was Gabriella Reagan with the hit, and she will now be the server for Emmanuel. 8-4 is the score still here in game one. Bass gets it over off the block. Letcher back up. Pino over. And a hard hit from Taylor Roberts. Carter Duggins dove for it, not able to get it. So a 5-point lead again for Emmanuel, 9-4. Gabriella Reagan on the serve. Nowhere to go for Bass on that one. She had to pull back on it. Hard hit out. And that is a point to the Warriors, as Ganillo will come back in. Bass goes back to serve, 9-5. Off the ceiling again, and that time it was too much. A Ty Singer dinger, as we're known here. 9-6 the score, back to a 3-point game. Block off the fingertips of Young. Tiana Brown in the game now for the Warriors. And a good solid block from Brown and Young. Bass will continue to serve, 9-7. The closest it's been tonight since points were on the board. The crowd's starting to get into it. And Riley Young goes up, but just catches an air ball on that one. Amore Marshall, the server for Emmanuel. Cross court. Ganillo, deep. Good point. 10-8 as Ellswick will come back in. And Byers will check in as well in place of Pino and Young. Byers with the serve. Crowd behind her all the way. Ellswick puts one down. Good defense from Emmanuel. Staying with it, but that time Ganillo able to just get it past the defense to make it a 1-point game, and Byers will continue to serve. The Lions regrouping on their side of the court, awaiting the serve from Byers. Potential tying point. Good dig from Queen. And a hard hit from Taylor Roberts. Bland to serve for Emmanuel. 11-9. Callie Letcher saving it. Got to get it over from deep backcourt. Emminger is a hard spike hitter. She has had, coming into tonight, 220 kills. So it is a specialty of hers, and here she is on the serve. Excuse me, that's Bland again on the serve for Emmanuel. Ganillo, deep and out. 13-9. Bland continues her run at serve for the Lions. Ellswick couldn't get it past the block. Here's Ganillo. And that one off the fingertips and good. 13-10. Warriors staying in very well as Sexton will check back in. And Emily Ellis checked back in for the Warriors, and Sexton will go back to serve. 13-10, Emmanuel up. Deep serve, almost out. Emminger pushing it, and that's too far. 13-11. Ashley Sexton will continue to serve for the Warriors. Hit to midcourt. There's the setup. Taylor Roberts. Launch and fire coming into this game tonight. She had 196 kills, and I would imagine she's added at least 3 or 4 since the game began. 14-11. Queen on the serve. Lobs it opposite court, and just mishandled by SWU. 15-11. Queen with the serve. More solid that time. Hard setup there from Sexton. The Warriors managed to get it over. And a hard block. It's still alive. Ganillo. Ellswick. And they're going to call net and give point to the Warriors. So 15-12. Carter Duggins checks back in at server. Abigail Ganillo doing a great job tonight. Hard hit, hard block from Amber Bass. Held her ground, but to no avail as Emminger still able to put the point down, 16-12. McGlamory will go back to serve for the Lions. Bass. They're going to call point to Emmanuel. 17-12. And there's a moisture area on the court being pointed out by McGlamory. (17-12). Our student workers getting a good hand from the crowd. Always appreciated. So a little stoppage in play there, but we will resume. Montgomery, junior out of Fayetteville, Georgia, on the serve. And a little long. The point will go to the Warriors, 17-13 now, as Riley Young checks back in. Christina Pino back to serve for the Warriors. Duggins tried to dive for the Warriors, not able to get it. 18-13. Caitlin Henderson on the serve now for Emmanuel. And point to the Warriors. Four-point game, 18-14. Callie Letcher on to serve for SWU. And Emily Hansen with the point. And that'll bring up Reagan again on the serve. 19-14, Emmanuel. Amber Bass putting it down. 19-15. Benio checks back in. Bass back to serve. Taylor Roberts finding a hole in the defense, making it look fairly easy. It is not that easy, but she made it look that way. 20-15 is the score. Emmanuel up, and Marshall back to serve now for the Lions. Lefty, Riley Young, off the block. Taylor Roberts is all over the court, right into the face of Pino, who's just not able to defend that. 21-15, Marshall will continue to serve. Sophomore out of Pelham, Alabama. Bass from way back. A backwards trickery move there from Montgomery didn't work. But the set and spike to Taylor Roberts certainly did work. And a timeout called to reset at 22-15. We'll take a quick break. You are watching SWU Sports Network, Conference Carolinas Digital Network. Welcome back in game one, 22-15. Emmanuel over Southern Wesleyan here in the first game of the match. Marshall on the serve to the Warriors. Ganillo not able to get it over the net. 23-15, and Marshall will continue service. Riley Young with a double hit as it was blocked back into her face. So game point now for the Lions, 24-15. Marshall with the game point serve. Pino not able to set it in the right spot for Letcher. So 25-15, Emmanuel gets game one as the teams will switch sides. We'll head into game two. You're watching SWU Volleyball on the SWU Sports Network, Conference Carolinas Digital. Welcome back into SWU Volleyball on the SWU Sports Network, Conference Carolinas Digital Network, as we go into game two. Warriors dropped game one. Lions up. Had a couple moments there. Couple of volleys and rallies. For the Warriors, they are going to have to just stay close or up to stay ahead of the strength of this team, which has a lot of hard hitters on the front line. Taylor Roberts in the last game was a standout for Emmanuel. I'd say along with McGlamory. Appling will be the server to start the game out for the Warriors, and a miscue right off the bat, and they have to get it back over. Taylor Roberts with a hard hit, but blocked and then out. So the point will go to the Lions. 1-0 as Appling will continue to serve. The second point and just misses. 1-1. We're not going to see a lot of errors, I don't think, from Emmanuel tonight, so it will be down to the Warriors' efficiency. Carter Duggins with the serve. Emmanuel, who has had some kills tonight, and a hard hit from Amber Bass. Amber Bass coming into the game tonight, which she's added to this, 170 kills as the serve comes from Duggins. Taylor Roberts. Emily Ellis pushes it across. Another setup, Emmanuel. Emmanuel and Roberts on both sides of the court, and Amber Bass gets it in. They are going to say that was in. We'll take that 3-1 SWU lead. Duggins continuing to serve. Well placed by Bass. Emmanuel from a little further back court. Set up to Sexton. Emily Ellis with the push again. Queen with the setup. Emmanuel taps it over. Bass tap and down. And Taylor Roberts not able to handle that one softly. And a 4-1 lead. Just what SWU needed to do to stay ahead of this strong Emmanuel team. They're going to have to keep their foot on the gas for this. And Duggins with the serve. Elswick not able to get there in time. Point Lions calling double hit. And that will send Queen to serve for Emmanuel. Push from Ellis. Elswick just pushed it far enough. Appling making an effort to get there, not able to get all the way. 5-2 Warriors. Pino on the serve. Emmanuel, hard hit and blocked. A trademark block from Riley Young. The crowd loves to see that. Pino continues to serve, 6-2. Emmanuel not able to get it over. So right now the momentum going to the Warriors at 7-2. And that's getting the crowd back into it as well. Emmanuel that time with a hard hit and gets a little redemption there from the last error where she's able to get it over, and Carlisle will check in as McGlamory goes back for the Lions on the serve. Ellis. Emmanuel. Warriors keeping it alive on their side. Ellis deep and just out. Gabrielle McGlamory at serve again. 4-7. Bass, hard hit off the top of the net. Good dig by Queen. Nowhere to go and out, as Bass was caught just out of position, and the Lions creeping back in. 2-point game now, 5-7. Serve from McGlamory. And a service error gives a free point to the Warriors at 8-5, and Callie Letcher will come on to serve. Point to Emmanuel, 6-8. Henderson on the serve. Bass from far away and too far on the hit. And back to a 1-point game. Lions down 1. Caitlin Henderson with the service. Set up to Bass, and a good block from Martin and Reagan. And that will bring us back to a tie game, 8-8 here at Historic Tysinger in Game 2. You're watching SWU Volleyball. Caitlin Henderson on to serve. Served the last 3 points. Tie game. Warriors just have to get it over. And Gabriella Reagan with a slap down spike on that one. 9-8. And the Lions have the lead for the first time in Game 2. Point to Emmanuel. So Henderson is on a roll. And a service error. Ganillo will check back in. Amber Bass back to serve. The senior out of Chester, South Carolina. Hard hit off the top of the net from Jocelyn Martin. That'll send Reagan back to serve for the Lions, 11-9. Emmanuel up. Error on Letcher as she's just not able to handle the speed of that hit. Reagan will continue to serve, 12-9. Pino has to get it over, not able to. Serve from Reagan. Same spot. Different outcome from Ganillo that time. 13-10. Queen checks back in. And Byers will go back to serve. That's Carlisle. It's a freshman. Good point, 14-10. Serve from Marshall. Ganillo, too much. And a 5-point lead to Emmanuel. Marshall will continue to serve. Serves from way back on the baseline, basketball court. Brown. Good defense for the Warriors, holding on to it. Ganillo, and that'll go off the fingertips. No, they will give point to Emmanuel. 16-10 as the Warriors reset at timeout. So what started out for Emmanuel as a rout from the Warriors, they clawed their way back in and now have flipped the tables and given that back to the Warriors with a 6-point lead. SWU's going to have to climb out of after already down one game here in the set. Crowd's been back into it a couple of different times tonight. Still holding strong. Don't expect them to go anywhere. But getting them quiet is a better advantage for the opposing team coming in. Elswick checks in for the Warriors. Letcher on the court, Ganillo, Pino, Bass, and Brown. And the server for Emmanuel is Marshall. She's done a great job serving tonight for the Lions. Ganillo, hard hit. Good recovery from Emmanuel. Set from Letcher, Ganillo again. Martin. Serious point for Martin. 17-10. Marshall continues to serve. Good dig from Pino. And a point on the board for the Warriors. Ellis and Sexton will come back in for the Warriors. Ashley Sexton will serve for the Warriors. 11-17. Too much from Taylor Roberts, but it's not, as it goes off the fingertips of SWU. So point. Point to the Lions. The Warriors thought that they had that. So Appling will now serve. Push from Roberts. Eminger back into the game. And just a hard angle. Not able to dig out. 19-11 rather, as Appling continues to serve. Emily Ellis able to just lob it over for 12-19. Carter Duggins will come back in and go to serve. Front spin serve in. Eminger from mid-court. Emily Ellis. Eminger again, and blocked that time by Elswick. And Elswick again, that time with the spike, and returned right back into the gap. 20-12. Emmanuel goes up, and Queen back to serve for Emmanuel. Game 2. And a service error. 2013. Pino will now be on the serve for the Warriors. Riley Young checks back in for SWU as well. And a well-played ball from McGlamory. 21-13, Emmanuel. And McGlamory goes to serve. Riley Young, blocked, returns. Eminger off the block with the point. McGlamory will continue to serve. Eminger and Reagan block back for the point. 23-13. McGlamory. Amber Bass. Hard hit to the back line. Eminger also returns it, but right in that gap cross court. 24-13, game point, game 2. McGlamory on the serve for Emmanuel, potentially to take game 2. And just a lob, sort of a knuckleball, and in from Ellis as she gets it to hook in to stay alive. 24-14. Letcher will check back in. Brown will check back in, and Letcher will go back to serve. Riley Young, fingertip block. Well played, 24-15. 15 serving 24. Here is Letcher again. Eminger on the dig. Back to Eminger for the spike. And just out. That would have been hard to recover. 24-16. Warriors trying to stay alive. Letcher on the serve. So Reagan closes it out. Gabriella Reagan. And the Lions will take game 2 and now have a 2-0 here in the match. You are watching SWU Volleyball, SWU Sports Network, Conference Carolinas Digital. We'll be right back.
Life, things aren't scripted. If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
This is Conference Carolinas.
Welcome back into SWU Volleyball as we get ready to start Game 3. Emmanuel College Lions versus our own Southern Wesleyan University Warriors. And Emmanuel has had the number tonight, although in Game 2, the Warriors were able to get off to a really strong start, even had upwards of a 7-point lead, and we're just not able to hang on to that one. And the Warriors will start out with service. Ashley Sexton. Deep serve. McGlamory. And Roberts. That'll send Queen to the line to serve for the Lions. Eminger, and that is in. As she is able to just find that right spot in the defense every time. 2-0. Emmanuel. Queen on the serve. And a service error. Carter Duggins will check in for SWU and go back to serve. One serving two. And another damp spot on the floor. So Duggan's ready to serve. 1-2. And off the fingertips. That's Debony. And Gabrielle McGlamory back to serve. Deep hit and out. Point will continue to stay with Emmanuel, 3-1. Amber Bass, too much on it. Timeout called by the Warriors. 5-1 here in Game 3. Emmanuel has controlled most of the momentum tonight, except at the beginning of Game 2. And towards the middle end of Game 1, the Warriors were able to get it back very close, but thus far, when Emmanuel has managed to get up more than 5 points, it's been a struggle, which we knew would be potential here coming in just based on their record. Strong team having a great season. The Warriors have been actually stronger away than at home, according to the record. McGlamory will continue to serve. 5-1, the score on the board. Deep and out, and there's a service error and a point back to the Warriors at 5-2. Riley Young checks in. Christina Pino on the serve. Eminger, block from Riley Young and Ellis. Letcher keeps it alive. Emily Ellis, cross court and good point. Good placement. 5-3. Three serving 5. Here's Pino. Eminger returns the favor to put the Lions up 6-3. And Eminger will take a quick break and come out. Here's Schuler on to serve for Emmanuel. Jump serve handled by Duggins. Emily Ellis pushes. Bass puts it down. Good play. 6-4. Emmanuel up now. As Brown will check in and Letcher will check in, and Letcher will go back to midcourt to serve. Off the fingertips. Nowhere to go for the Warriors as that ball just hung in the air, spinning. 7-4. Debony will be the server for Emmanuel. Bass with the push into the gap. Good job there by Carlisle to stay with it. Duggins keeping it alive. Letcher keeping it alive. And Young over. Great effort. We've got a volley. Young, block. Brown Off the top of the net, and the Warriors will get the point after a good rally to put them back within 2, 5-7, with Bass up to serve. Little delayed jump from Riley Young. It was a good set from Letcher, but Young jumped just a second too early and couldn't maintain the hang time. And that will send actually Rachel McGlamory back to serve. 2 McGlamories on the roster tonight for Emmanuel, and a good serve. Warriors doing a good job keeping it alive, and they will say that was out as Ganillo hits it just too far. 9-5. Rachel McGlamory, freshman. Young over the net. Set up, and that's Taylor Roberts. We hadn't heard from her in a second. She comes back loud, 10-5. Five-point lead to Emmanuel. Here's McGlamory. Ganillo with a hard hit, handled well by the defense from the Lions, and off the ceiling as Tysinger strikes again. 11-5. Emmanuel. It's a hard place to play with a low ceiling here in Tysinger. Built before the days of volleyball, clearly. Brown, hard hit, too much. Not able to get it in. So a timeout taken by SWU to reset before it gets too far. 12-5 here in Game 3. You're watching SWU Volleyball on the SWU Sports Network. Conference Carolinas Digital. To serve, 12-5. Ganillo with a hard block. Is it still alive? It is still alive. That was still a great block from Roberts and Gabrielle McGlamory. $13-5. Miscommunication on the Warriors. 14-5 now. Kara Martin will check in. Brown. Hard hit and point to the Warriors. Byers back in, Elswick back in. Byers will go back to serve for the Warriors. 6 serving 14. And that is in, just in the corner. What a hard spike from Taylor Roberts, who gets it to bend. Drops right in for a point, 15-6. Isabella Appling will serve for Emmanuel. Canillo. Roberts. Bass keeps it alive, but it goes into the crowd. Point to Emmanuel, 16-6. Appling continuing to serve. Elswick. And Imminger. Hard hit. Right back at Pino. Appling. 17-6 on the serve for Emmanuel. Martin to Ganillo. And Imminger just able to track and find the gap every time. 18-6 now, Emmanuel up. Trinity Eichmann will check in for the Warriors. Good dig from Amber Bass. And just a whiff, which is rare from Imminger. She looks as surprised as anybody, and so does her teammates, that she jumped and just missed that one. You can tell that is not something she normally does. So gives the teammates a laugh there. And a point to the Warriors as Ashley Sexton will come in. 7 serving 18. Taylor Roberts off the hands of Ashley Sexton. That'll bring Queen back up in the rotation to serve for the Lions. 19-7. Emily Ellis is not able to get it across as Debony and McGlamory form a wall. Block that one. Now 27. Emmanuel up. Queen on the serve. Ganillo. Imminger. They're going to say he stayed alive. Ganillo. Imminger. Pino able to dig it that time. Trying to keep it away from Imminger, but she is getting it every time and finding the gap, and they will give the point to Emmanuel. 21-7. Queen stays on to serve. Elswick says it's in. (21-8). Here's Carter Duggins. On the serve. Imminger. Duggins with the dig. Here's Amber Bass. Hard block from the Warriors. Elswick doing everything she can. Not able to make it complete the play. 22-8. That will send Gabrielle McGlamory back to the service line for the Lions. Amber Bass, kill shot. 9:22. Pino on the serve. And that's Debony off the hands of Sexton. 23-9. Emmanuel up. Schuler will come on to serve for Emmanuel. Freshman out of Round Rock, Texas. Emily Ellis. Good block from Bass and Young. Set up the fortress wall on that one. 23-10, Emmanuel up. Martin checks in. Eichmann checks in. And Martin will be the server. 10 serving 23 here in game 3. Good serve from Martin. And an ace off the hands of Schuler, who just wasn't able to dig that one. 11-23. Martin, second serve. Amber Bass. Kara Martin not able to get it over. Jocelyn Martin with the point for Emmanuel. That'll send Debony back to the line to serve for Emmanuel at game point. 24-11. Eichmann. And that's out. Taylor Roberts with a miss. So there is still life here in the game. 12 serving 24. Amber Bass will go back to serve for the Warriors. There's a block from Ganillo. Carlisle with a hard hit. Perfect position for Ganillo. 13-24. Amber Bass on the serve. Ganillo that time with block. Eichmann. Good rally here. Ganillo has to tip it over. Pino keeping it alive, way up high. Ganillo over. Kara Martin, great job keeping it alive. And Eichmann crosses the line, and that is the game. So the Warriors fall to Emmanuel. But some good rallies happening right there at the end for the Warriors. And the season is still long yet. You have been watching SWU Volleyball on the SWU Sports Network, Conference Carolina's digital network. Have a great one.